What's up, everyone? Welcome to an early Tuesday stream. Miss Lovely breaking my desk Tuesday afternoon. My name is Bradley Jack Design. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to make a Jonathan India graphic. I figured it'd be cool just to make it into a sports card sort of look, and then toss it in one of my 3D cases because that's always fun to do. What's up, Dan? So first things first, I don't have anything, prepped for this because we have all the time in the world. So let's find some photos of Jonathan India. Jonathan India. Jonathan is spelled like 600 different ways. I think that's how you spell his name. Jonathan India. Okay. So what we got to think is, what do we want this to look like? Probably going to make it into a sports card. Let me look at something. Of course, I have a client asking me if I can get something done by 5, which I should be able to. Let's do that. So really, I'm going to be looking for photos, but the photos need to reflect what I want to make as well. So let me go to Pinterest. And then here's just a bunch of sports stuff. So like sports cards, I think it'd be cool to do something like my Devontae Adams design. Maybe one big photo, Rookie of the Year. Try and make it look as realistic as possible with like an auto on it. And some refractors and stuff like that. What's up, Jared? Jared, you're not a moderator on here. Hold on, let's fix that. Click, boom. Okay, did it. Good, great, grand. Okay, so let's find an awesome photo of Jonathan India. Something that would be indicative of Rookie of the Year. Something we can put on there. Like, this would be good, but it's his back, so that would be weird. This would be like a fun like insert card of him waving. Here's just a sample. Here's a photo of him. Like, this would be good. Like, this is a great emotional one, so let's open that in a new tab. Let's check and see if there's anything cropping it, which there is. Get rid of that. Click. Save the downloads. That's just a great emotional photo. We might not make a sports card. I just thought it would be cool to do that. But you guys are here. You can influence whatever we want. Should I get a photo of him batting? I feel like that's always a good idea. So like here's his Prism card, which isn't affiliated. Well, it isn't affiliated with the Reds, which is why it just says Cincinnati. It doesn't say Reds, and there's no logos anywhere. They had to take them off. But that's him batting there on his Prism card. What does his Bowman first card look like? So this is his first sports card. So this is his rookie card. This is the card people want to get. It's his Bowman first from 2018. So it's 3 years ago. So it's him batting. He doesn't have any of his long locks. So that's just a hint of like, okay, that's what is on his card. So something like this would look nice on a card. Something like that with the bat up or bat down, something like that. And that's what a lot of sports cards have. It's just like an image like that batting. Like, I always like images like this. Nice full body that you can see everything on. This is another good one as well. But I'm sort of looking up. But we'll take our time and find the right image. I like this image. This would be a good image for like the background and then have a little guy in front of him. That's what I'm thinking. What can we put in front of this image of Jonathan India? And a photo of him batting would be great. Doesn't really matter which way he would be looking. But when I'm looking at that, it's sort of like, what's going to be better? That we see his face, or we see like the name on the back of him? It's like, this is a good photo, but this is not a Reds photo. So let me look here. Like, this would be good though. This would be a different one that's good. Rookie of the Year. Let's just toss that up here. See how this is being destroyed. See how it's still being destroyed. This is a big photo, but it's not that good of quality. I'll download it anyway, just because. So preferably we would have him to match this big red jersey like that. So we can find one of him doing that. You know, this is a good one. This is a good photo here. Let's use this one. Let's toss it up here. Go to the end. There's nothing on here changing the size. Okay, so we got our images, so that's good. I already have Envato loaded up here in Pinterest so we can look at stuff, you know, that we might want to do. But for now, we'll go back to Photoshop and we will pull some of these photos in. Mainly this one and this one. So this image is 3,000 pixels. This one is 3,000 pixels. Let me change this to
I don't know who Jay Cutler is.
Pixels. What's up? Thank you for subscribing and having that pop up. It doesn't happen often. So let's try a couple things here. Let's see what the fancy new object selection tool does. I'm just gonna select him like this. It's probably gonna select the arm on the side as well. Oh, it just selected him. See? Like, that's good. But like, that's the only thing we're selecting, so it's not that big of a deal. So what happens if I hit select subject? I think that might make it a little bit better. So it is better in the hair. But then I have the object select tool up, and it's still allowing me to select the object. So I just want to select this guy. But when I do that, it goes back to what his hair was. So that's weird. So let's just go like this. Get rid of these. I'm just using a rectangle marquee to get rid of that. Okay, so let's get rid of that thing. Let's go back to the quick select. Let's select and mask. So I'm just going to go in and hit his hair. So I have it set to smooth at 6. I'm going to do smooth at 0. And that should get the hair better. And we'll do a couple selections. We'll do one just for the hair. And then we'll do one for the rest of his body. Just because we want his hair to be long and luscious like it is here. And to fix this, we can up the contrast or down the contrast. And it's going to tweak what it's going to look like. The issue is some of it is like bleeding in. So let me hit enter. And we'll just crop this. So that's what we're looking at there. It's not too bad over here, but it's pretty bad over here based on that. So let me disable this. And let's look at this. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the red channel. So now we have the red channel down here. I'm going to take the red channel and I'm going to go to calculations. And what this is going to do is it's going to merge two of these layers together. So I can merge the blue . It's only doing where I cut it though, so I don't want that. I want merged. So it can add the green, I can add the red. And basically it's just going to make this a little bit darker. So I'm just going to hit OK. And then I'm going to go to image. No, I'm just going to use a brush. Let me know if the music's skipping for you, because it's skipping for me and I don't like it. If something open I don't want open, no, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to have this set to white at 20% opacity, set to overlay. And then if I hit in certain areas, it's going to make anything white more white, and anything white more white. If I change it to black, it's going to make anything black more black. So I can do this to get a pretty fine detailed cut of his hair. And we're going to have to manipulate his hair anyway. What I want is I'm going to use this as a selection. So I want to make sure that this is basically we have an area around the hair that's white. And this might not look that much better than the selection we had, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. So the issue is we wanted to select like all these highlights in the hair, but we can't really do that because they're contrasting too much. So we're just gonna have to fake the funk and deal with whatever happens. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm gonna invert this. You select all the white. I'm going to delete this layer mask and mask it out. So this is the hair we have. So it's not great. Let's get rid of that. Let's delete this. Let's turn this into that. Let's select subject and just select and mask. Let's try this. Let's try this again. Again, I'm just showing you different ways you can cut this out because his hair is going to be a little bit of an issue. The rest of his body should be pretty simple. You know, we might just have to zoom in and click in certain spots. Well, the alias I set the command of does not exist. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks, Nightbot. I just set up something so it posted the Discord link, but apparently it's not going to work. So enjoy that popping up every 20 minutes. Okay. So I'm just going to breeze on by here. Hey, that's right. You did say it was your birthday. Happy birthday.
Hooray!
There. Man, I don't know what it is. My computer's been a little laggy today. There's some certain spots, like, I theoretically should fix that. So we're going to just sort of guess where these lines are in his socks. But I think what I really need to do is not focus so much down here, because this is going to be cropped out, because we're mainly going to have this photo be huge up here. So really I need to just focus on up here, because we're going to mask the rest of it out. So I don't want to waste time doing that. So we'll just hop down here, and we'll hit some buttons. If you guys have a specific style you want me to create this card in, you know, we can do that. You know, the thing is, it's easy to make a card based on an existing one and sort of copying that. Like if I wanted to make this a Kaboom card, which is a famous insert, I could probably do that fairly easily, but it wouldn't be very original. So I want to do something original. So I just want to know if you guys have a particular style you want to see, or we don't even do a sports card and you want to see me, you know, do something else. I can do that as well. Threads don't really have a mascot animal, so like, you know, the cool thing I did with Jamar Chase on the bridge with Tigers wouldn't, like, you can't do it with the Reds because it's just like, here's Mr. Red Leg, here's a bunch of Red Sox, but it's not the Red Sox, it's Red Leg. Like, people are like, is this a Red Sox graphic? I'm confused. So we'll just tidy up some of this. I think we're pretty good up here for the most part, except for behind here. Oh, let's see what his hat. Yeah, his hat is. Got some troublesome places like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of do one of these and get rid of all of his hair. Because we still have that other layer. I'm going to see how it looks. And we're going to color correct it, so it shouldn't matter. But mainly I want to make sure that we have just his body and everything clipped out correctly first. Hello, Garrett. Welcome to the stream. So Thursday, I've got Calcoscoped coming on, so that should be fun. We're going to do a Darnell Mooney graphic, because he said wide receivers are always good to do, and I said, hey, Chicago Bears, Chicago Bears.
The Bears. The Bears.
So we're doing Darnell Mooney. That should be fun. Mainly because it's right in my wheelhouse. I mean, I have a Bears sweatshirt on, so it all makes sense. So tune into that. It'll be a good one to see what he makes and what I make. And I've lost every single designer duel, so lost It doesn't really matter who wins or loses. It's just a fun poll on Twitter, but I haven't won one, just to be honest. What is up? All right, we don't want to do that. We want to do that. Okay, so let's hit enter. Man, I need to figure out how I'm doing this. Okay, so here's this nice photo of Jonathan India. Looks completely different with and without the hair. So we have the hair here. I'm going to put this in its own object and just theoretically, not with an overlay brush, paint his hair back in. Kind of like this. Paint, paint, paint. Now this selection I made is super janky. So we're gonna have a lot to fix, actually. One easy way to do that is to group all these together. So now we have this going on. So I'm gonna go in here. Oops, and we're going to mask out a lot of this. There's no perfect way of doing this. So I'm just gonna go like this. I'm just trying to get rid of some of these spots, and they'll be easier to see if I put this on a white background. Should really start using fills. Like, it's the most inefficient way of how I do that. Let's group this together and mask to the hair. That'll get rid of a lot of it already, so like that's not bad. We got all this red up here that's an issue. I wonder if I can do a color range selection. Just like right here. Yeah, it's gonna select too much. Okay, that's what I thought. Now one thing I could do, and I haven't done this in a while because it has to be rasterized, so let's rasterize a layer because our name's Jared and we use raster a lot. I'm gonna use the background eraser tool, and I want to just only delete this, and I don't need it to be contiguous. Discontiguous is fine. The tolerance of 10% is okay. It's gonna allow me to get all these inner areas. If you haven't used the background eraser tool, what it does is anything inside your cursor area, anything that's that color is going to be erased. You can do it discontiguously or contiguously. Contiguously means that it has to be touching your cursor. And you can do it a couple different ways. You can say, you can click this, and this is going to basically sample the foreground color, or you can protect the foreground color so it doesn't get rid of that. So if I protect the foreground color, I can click that, and then it's not going to erase. This is a tool I used to use back in the day a lot before I started making things a little bit more rasterized. All right, so let's use a normal brush set to 100%. Oh, I didn't clean up over here as well as I should have. Yeah, he's got these nice luscious locks though, so it's like if I don't have them on here, people are going to wonder what is going on. I'm gonna get booted. But when people see this, I want them to
Hooray!
That's what I want. I'm just gonna go in here, just kind of hit some of his hair. Now we could probably like blur some of this so it's a little neater. I don't know, I'm just kind of hitting areas. Probably doesn't look great from back here. Can't really tell what I'm doing from down here. Oh, did I delete that out on accident? Crap, hold on, I gotta go back a bunch. Because I accidentally deleted his hair right here in the middle, but I didn't hit Command Z. Let's go back a bit. Probably go to my history. I don't think I clicked that many times. Hopefully I didn't mess it up forever. I might have. Okay, I might have broken it forever. Luckily, we can... See, that's why you don't rasterize things. I can't fix it because it's rasterized. So I have to duplicate this. Delete the layer mask. I can choose this channel selection still and select our hair. And we can still just use a white brush set to overlay at a higher percentage. So I'm going to brush selected 50%. We're just going to cut out some of these areas. You know, 50% is super aggressive, so I actually don't like using this 50%. But it's going to work for now. Those of you keeping score at home, Penny is here. Penny has arrived, so she's going to join us for the rest of the stream. Because I'm home alone, so I need to take care of her. So now we got Penny, so that's a win automatically. She wants to lick my keyboard, so that's going to be a deterrent. So this is going to be a challenge stream. Penny, everybody says hello. Thank you, Soviet Penguin. Welcome to the stream. Okay, Penny. I think you're good licking my hands. I need a camera that's just on Penny, so you can just see Penny, because she's the real star of the stream. There you go. The only issue with having Penny here is my foot's gonna, the way I have to prop my leg up, it's gonna fall asleep in like 15 minutes. All right, so here's the new hair that we edited back in. Get rid of this. Just kind of hit some of these areas. I can hit these areas with a bit of that stuff we had before. This isn't too bad. So we'll do this. And then on top of the group, I'm gonna then use the stamp tool and zoom in on my whole computer on accident. Okay, stamp tool. I'm stamping on a mask. Jeez, come on. There we go. This is pretty much just gonna change the color of his hair. There's a different way I could have done this. Let's do that. Let's go to adjustments. I'm gonna go to hue and saturation. I'm gonna go to the reds. I'm just gonna change the hue. I'm gonna desaturate a little bit and make it a little bit darker. Let me hop back over to here. So like this looks terrible, like right here, like in this area. So we might add some of this back in. That's the issue with this hair. It's just awful. It's just awful to deal with. It was a terrible idea. Who said to do Jonathan India? You're banned from the stream. Oh, that was me. Did that myself. Overlay 20%. Add some of this back in. That actually will help. I can just do that. It'll look a little bit better. What I should do is just take like a normal brush and just kind of like be like, oh, look at his hair. It just flows like this. Look at it flow. I think that's good enough. Yeah, cropping hair can be super difficult, especially when the background doesn't cooperate. Let me find that photo now. Is that this? Oh, here. See, I've got both of them in here on accident, so that's fun. So we need to go in here and, you know, mask out. I don't know who's that. Is that Kyle Schwarber before he was traded? I honestly can't tell. Okay, save. Go back. Boom, he's gone. Okay, so we're gonna blow him up like this. Nice in the center. We're gonna go to new guide layout. Make a nice layout from guide, 75 pixels on all the sides. Sort of like that. Gonna make like a random layer mask of darkness. So this is how bad his hair looks. So there isn't a way to fix this. Look how bad that looks. So how do I want to do this? This is where I want to be like, just scrap this photo and not even use it just because I hate the hair. Let's hide that for now. We might, you know, we could theoretically scrap this whole thing if I don't like the photos. That's how it works. If I don't like the photos, you're getting kicked. So if you guys have ideas other than Jonathan India, you let me know. And I will let you know if that's a better idea. Yeah, I could just replace his hair with something else. Like, that's an option. I've been doing a lot of stuff with animals. So, like, I have a fur brush, so I could give him, like, fur hair. Or use that to clip some of it out. Let's just go like this. Yeah, just give him a wig, yeah. I either just give him a wig or I give him a haircut. You know, those are really my options. Yeah, he has a hat on. How is he looking? The cool part of this image, though, is that he's yelling and his hair is flying. It's the whole point of that photo. Really, the trick to fix it would be to use a lighter background. Because if I use a lighter background, then you're not going to be able to see the effects as much. Oops. So let's do that. Do Ollie to Booker. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Garrett. Oops. Can't hit that one. Hold on. That was for you, Garrett. Just for you. Yeah, I could take the hair from his headshot. That's what I thought you were getting at when you asked if he was wearing a hat. I don't know what's going on here. I'll just kind of toss this up here. Tony Huynh would probably just mask that out and not include it. Classic Tony. Really, if we scrap this, we're just going to do another Obi Toppin design. So we'll just do this. And not do another Obi Toppin design where he's dunking. You only do so many of those. And when I mean so many, I mean the limit does not exist of Obi Toppin designs we can make. This is where you watch me move my head around to figure out where I want this angle to be. We'll probably add some of that to the back, so we'll leave some of that how it is. Nice straight line. Straight line. Nice straight legs. You know, there's something there. I'm just going to leave it out. Who cares? The buckle. We don't need no stinking buckle. Let's make a nice straight angle here. Yeah, I get it, Garrett. It's just not funny, you know. Gets picked off a lot. Are we talking about Daniel Jones or are we talking about a fake player you made up? Oh, you want me to do Daniel Jones? Okay. I can do that. It'll be a photo of him falling down after running 70 yards. Oh, Penny's falling off my lap. Actually, if we want to talk about people getting picked off, I think Patrick Mahomes would be more accurate or inaccurate in this matter. So this bat is terrible. Like, look how terrible this bat is. Oh, I want to set my radius back up to like 6. It's gonna help things out a lot. A lot of crap going on in here. I'm gonna end up blurring all this because that's how it would be. I should probably cut that out. Get this out of there. Yeah, do that. Great. Alright, let's just do a nice straight line on his arm still, like this. See, this is the like stuff I do before the stream, so you guys don't watch me for 30 minutes, just like cut out a character. Oh, thanks, Nightbot, for letting me know that the command in Discord does not work. Cool beans. Alright, this is where we started, so this is where we're at. It's like, whatever. Yeah, there's Seth. You know who's not a moderator? Seth. You know why? I don't either. Let's change that. Boom. Remember when Zach Cozart should have been Rookie of the Year? That was fun. He should have been Rookie of the Year, but was not. Okay, back here. So this looks terrible, as we agree. Remember how this looked bad? Let's go like this and just mask. So it's gonna help, but the hair up here is the issue. So we're gonna group this together again and mask this out. And I have a brush that's fur, so let's use that. Let's see how we can get this to look. So I use this on like bears and stuff, but it just gives like a furry texture, so it'll help it. Then we can do this group on this. Let's use, so I'm gonna set this to multiply. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's gonna do that, but let's set it so it only affects the bottom part. The hair refine tool sucks. I would use it, but it just sucks. There's no point in using the hair refine tool. It's just not a good. It's just not good. It's just gonna make his hair darker. Dark, dark, dark. Let's just do the same thing up here. Look how terrible that looks. It was a mistake. I immediately regret my decision of doing this. Look, we're gonna Photoshop his hair on that because that makes sense. Doesn't look too bad over here. I mean, it does, but like, let's contract 2 pixels. Let's see what happens if I put a little bit of a curves adjustment on it to brighten up the edges. Let's see if that does anything at all. I honestly just hate this image. I just hate it so much. But if I have it on a white background, you can't really tell. You just see his hair flopping up here. So I just gotta fix that, really. Let's get rid of that, go here. Give him a little bit of some fur. I could probably find some like hair brushes that might look a little bit better. But this works. We'll do this. There. There, that doesn't look too terrible. Bonjour. Get rid of that. Just get rid of some more. We're just gonna end up deleting all of this. It's gonna look terrible. Okay, boom, there we go. indiagraphic.osd.psd. We do not want to save it as a large document file. Okay. We got that, we got that. Drop this guy in there. Boom. It's gonna look a lot like the Joey Vada graphic we made. Compositionally. Let's group this together. And that's the thing that I tell people is like, if you find an image that sucks and you hate the hair, just match the background lightness. Because if I make this dark, you can see all the imperfections I did. Not really anymore. That's kind of nice, actually. What happens if this is on red? It's not too bad. We can fake some stuff for that. Okay. We haven't even edited this image yet. What image do we want to edit? Let me delete this layer mask. There, let's edit this. Okay. Let's just use BJD2. See how bad this looks. Mainly because of the quality of the photo. Let's go to the neural filters and see if we can fix that. So we're gonna do some Jacob. We're gonna do some Jacob artifact removing. We'll just do high and see what happens. This will take a minute or so. Let me reply to some people. Gotta go back a bunch. I want me to do some edits on some stuff. The neural filters are great. Ooh. Alright, that's going over there. Let me open up a different version of Photoshop. What am I using? 22? Let's open up Photoshop 21. And I can do some quick edits to some stuff I don't want you to see over on this screen. Shenanigans. We'll just wait for my computer to explode from doing neural filters and having 2 versions of Photoshop open and having OBS and doing stuff, and hopefully it doesn't crash or do anything. Love that. Okay. This is still going. It's got 6 years to go. So I'm going to open up these files over here. Then I can toss this over here and boom. All right, we're good to go. Go faster. The issue is the thing they want me to fix has to do with 3D text that I made, so I would have to tweak a lot of the text. So I'll have to do a little bit of working around to get it to work. Neural filters are done. Okay, let's hide that. Whatever, that looks fine. Do that. Got our chat back over here. Here looks like trash. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Look at this. The smart filters have a mask on it to everything, but no, I don't. Why would I want that? Why would anyone in the world want that? All right, so we're gonna create a clipping mask to this. Oh yeah, I saw someone using the neural filters to color a old photo, and it was like stupid fast. That is truly an incredible part of it. Let's take the hue and saturation down. We're gonna whiten his teeth and brighten his eyes. Like, let's just look at this. Like, this is just bad. We're just showing you today the bad things that you don't want to do. Things not to do. Saturation, lightness, boom. Okay. Invert selection. Use our furry brush for no reason. Furry brush just for Garrett. And his affinity for furry things. This is way too much. Way too much. Look at that. Look at how white his teeth are. It looks terrible. You really just want to lower it a little bit. That's better. And really I need to be using a lighter brush that's like 40% to just kind of vaguely paint it in. Yeah, that's exactly what I did, Garrett. It's 100% what I did. I think Columbus, Ohio is like the 3rd largest furry convention in the United States, actually. Brighten his teeth up, brighten his eyes up. Blake Rowetter asked me about how to add detail to the eyes. So I think I'm going to do that here. See if I can do that. Let's just take that. I'm going to use a soft brush set to 20% and just kind of paint down here and set it to screen. Do the same thing here. Make a new layer that's white, set to 100%. The latest version filter is going to be scary. Putting in text and it generating an image based on the text. I don't know what you're talking about. So we're going to give him a nice little specular highlight here and here. Let me go back. Look at that. Look at those anime eyes he has. Look at that. Alright, so let's go like that. I really want to brighten his eyes up a lot more. This is why you use soft. This is why you use soft brushes. Brighten those eyes up. Great. I can really. Okay, save. Let's go back here. This should edit back here. Look at that. So you just like adding those little eye things. Just those eye speculars makes this look cool. So I think we need to go in though and like ruin all of the effects we have on here. And really turn up this noise reduction. I think it's just necessary. I hate how his hair looks. We're just gonna gripe about that the whole time. We're gonna gripe about his hair. But I mean, I could just like put a rectangle going through here that's like angled like this. This might actually look pretty nice. Do something like this where it stops there, so you can see a little bit of his hair over it and a little bit of it not. And usually I would use something to do with like the Reds logo to create this angle, but we can like that, so then his hair looks better here but not on the red. And we can kind of do what we did for that Carly Lloyd stream, where I can use one of Ethan's brushes. He's got these nice light brushes. I like using these. Nice light line. It's giant though, so I need to make it smaller. There we go. We're holding down shift to move this in multiples of 15, and then just the left and right arrows to move it 1%. So we're just gonna select this. Click, 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 click. Screen. Actually, with the brush set to screen. Screen. So then when I click, it does a lot. Let's do 40%. So really what we're going to do is we're going to blend in this area, and we're going to blend in this area down here. Actually, let's do this. Under the brush tools here, I can change this shape dynamics. So it's going to change the shape every time I click. So I can just kind of keep clicking and move up and down, and it's going to change the shape each time, so it gives it a little bit more texture each time I do this. I can just click a whole bunch, and it's set to screen at 50%, so that's good. Oh, let's do color dynamics too. I clicked a whole bunch though. So color dynamics, we can do foreground, background. So if I change the background color to a lighter, basically white but not white, I can click, and then it's going to switch between foreground and background. So actually if I just kind of brush like this, and brush like this, and brush like this a little bit more, let's do that. You know, brush up and down. I really just like this effect. Let's set this back up to 100%. To really get this. Basically what we're doing is we're starting to blur this edge a little bit. But we're doing it with this brush, which is going to make it seem like it's sort of light on top. So like that looks cool. I think that works with the image we have. Okay, let's save. Let's go here. Let's select him again, and let's do our standard border around him using a curves layer with a little bit of increase from the bottom. Clip to that, inverted. Let's do a 4.5 feather just because. Let's make a new layer. Fill it with white. Same exact layer mask, but let's make this like 9. And let's make it so this doesn't touch the bottom layers. So it's like that. Like this is looking kind of cool now. Like this I can get behind. Because a lot of his hair is coming through here. But do we want something in this area in the back as a texture, or do we want to keep it white? Oh, let's do this first. New layer. Okay. I'm actually going to do a solid color fill. Which is what I never do. And set it to black. And set the fill to 0 and then give it a stroke on the inside of... We're working at 300. Oh, I guess we can do 300 divided by 4 is 75. So that's 1/4 of an inch. Of course, that doesn't do what I want because it's a fill. So I need to mask the fill to the... See, that's why I don't do it that way. Stroke. There. Boom. There. So now we have a 1/4 inch around the edges, but it's not really what I want. I'm going to do something else there. Let's just make it a little bit smaller. 75 might be a little too much. Let's do like 55. There. Save. Under my... Let's open bridge up. Just do a nice generic sort of looking sports card with some cool stuff on it. Alright, I got bridge open. I already have my parallel packs right here ready to rock, so that's good. We can use those in a little bit. Let me add that to my favorites. There we go. Now it's in my favorites. Now I have it forever. Let me go to stock images, and then under paper, I've got this glossy piece of black paper right here. We just set that to screen on top, and it turns from a paper card into one that has some sort of lamination on it. We're just going to use a little bit of a levels layer on top of that to get rid of a little bit of the grittiness. So that's there. We'll duplicate that, flip it around, put it in both corners so it's a little shiny. I actually took this one on my Devontae Adams design, and I kind of went like this. What is this set to, and why is this doing? There we go. Sort of like that. I duplicated it and flipped it around. So kind of had a shine on both sides. Kind of a nice little effect there. Let's get rid of that. I don't need the brush settings. We can get rid of those. So, you know, I can group all these shines together, name them shines. And I'll set it to like 60%. Just gives it a nice little look. Okay, let's group some stuff together. Organization. Big India. Lil India. Lil India. That is that cannot be illegible. Okay, we group this together. Background. Okay, so what do you guys think I should... What do you want me to do? What do you guys want me to do here? I'm going to mask this out a little bit like that. I could mask it to this back layer. That might not be a bad idea. I think I'm going to do that. So let me take this back layer here. Except what I want to do, though, is I want to make this all bigger / lower. So we'll put it right there. So now I'm going to take this, mask to that. How do I want to do this? I know how. Yeah, okay. So we're going to mask this. That like this. Big India. Big India 1. Okay. We're going to take this layer and put it in front of Big India, because that means it's going to be behind it like that. So this needs to be set to screen. Hold on. We take Big India and put it on top. Just trying to figure out how to layer this. I can just go like this. You know, and it's kind of what I want. But I need, there's too much brightness here. So I think what I'm going to do is this is the India on top. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take actually that giant layer we have and paint on top of this layer. Kind of just do this. Mainly so it kind of matches up. Penny keeps falling. And then paint a little of this back in on top, just so it's fading in. There. Let me see if I can put her on the couch. She'll probably get furious in 15 minutes. Or she's already coming back. So there, that looks nice. That looks solid. We're gonna have to put on here Rookie of the Year text, so we can do that. The question is, where do we want this guy? You know, we could move him over here, but then he's over towards the edge. We could probably put him over here a little bit, but then we need the text somewhere. So if we put it this way, your eye is going to be guided here, which is where we can put the text. So maybe we'll do that. I'm going to end up having these guys match. So we can do that. Luckily, though, if I use the same adjustments like this, they should predominantly match. But we'll just use a selective color layer, and we will fix it that way. Getting some strange fix on my helmets. She just likes looking over there at them, and I do not know why. How are you back? You want to come back up here? Okay. Yeah, these actions are all for sale. These BJD2 actions are on my website. You can get them at www.bradleyjackdesign.com/shop. See what happens if we go there. I spelled that wrong, so don't go to that website because it doesn't exist. Here, there we go. That is the correct one, and it is the sports actions for Photoshop. I've got those on there. Those are definitely available for purchase. Hey, why are you licking my vest? Like, what are you doing? Stop it. Sorry, I need to look something up real quick. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so we got Jonathan India. We got him down here. We got Lil India. Lil India. The reds kind of match, but not to my liking enough. So there's too much yellow in the top one, so we're gonna... I can't decrease the yellow though. I think I can increase the magenta and increase the blacks, and that'll make it look better. There. Now they match a little bit better. We're gonna use the same, we're just gonna copy these layers and toss them on top. Go here like this. Select, modify, contract 1 pixel. Delete this layer mask. Mask to that, mask to that. Hit invert, invert. We need to give this like a 2.5 pixel buffer and give this like we had a 3.5 pixel buffer. We're going to delete it anywhere that's not basically touching the white area. So we're going to use a nice soft brush. And basically paint here and here. Except that's... No, that's right. And paint here and paint here. Okay. So that's good, except his bat, it looks like hilarious. It's like the dumbest looking bat in the world. So we're gonna go to blur gallery. We're gonna give it a nice path blur. We're going to delete the default blur. This is the default blur. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna do a nice swing path. So what, he'd be swinging like this. 50% is always too much. Not always, but usually too much. We'll do 25. Now it looks odd because we have these layers on still, so like that looks normal. Except we're gonna invert it. And what I probably would have done is just like cleaned up this bat in general. But we'll just go like this. I used a hard brush so it wouldn't get my leg, not my leg, the leg. But now I'm gonna bring it up a little bit, change the opacity a little bit to 20, 30%. So it starts to get some of his hands, but then gets rid of some of these. So now, if I turn these back on, this is what we're looking at. And I might just get rid of some of the highlights on the bat so it doesn't distract from it. Kind of like that. I think that's a little bit better. Okay. You know what we can put in the background there is we can put one of these parallels. You know, we can put just some like cracked ice in the background or something like that. I can't set it to overlay because it's, I mean, actually the overlay looks tight as hell right there though. So maybe we would do that. What parallel should we put on here? So this is my parallel pack 2. We could make this a superfractor. My superfractor pack. We could make this a 1-of-1 sports card theoretically. Toss a nice superfractor on here like that. But that's a, I don't know. Overlay. Normal. Multiply. It's kind of cool. What I love about these assets, I really like this parallel pack 2 that I have on here. Mainly the mosaics on here look amazing. Those are good to overlay on top of a card. Is this the one that has the crazy floor on it? The crazy fireworks? I think that was the other one. So let's go to my regular pack. And I've got some black gloss on here that you guys can use as well. Cracked ice, fireworks. This is what I want. Rookie of the Year, fireworks. Sort of a kaboom, but not really. Just trying to figure out which one I want to select. Let's use this one. So set that to overlay, and what that overlay is going to do is basically going to take anything that is set. Anything that's white is going to make it lighter. Anything dark is going to make it darker. It just changes the brightness of the object. Because multiply is set to that. That's too dark. Overlay is good. You know, we might set one to screen. Screen actually looks good on top of the overlay. Like, that's kind of nice, actually. And then let's take the shines and make them a little bit more apparent like that. No, that's fine. What do we think of that? Do we think that's good? Let me duplicate this. What happens if I set this to color? Let's set it to like 50%. Let's just hit some buttons and see what looks nice. Cycle through these things. Let's just set it back to color. It says without width. Without width. Definitely need a width. I think that's better. Cool. All right, what else can we add to this? We need him standing on something. Do Do we just want to give him some shadows so he's floating on shadows, and in the background it doesn't really make sense? That's something I see people do, and I always call them out on it, but we might just do it here on purpose because we feel like it. It doesn't matter. Shadow. Oops. Shadow. I really appreciate that you can search brushes in the brush tool. You can put a nice super dark shadow here. That's way too damn dark. We need to fix that too. My watch wants me to stand, but I refuse. Okay, let's go in here real quick. Actually, no, let's just do it. What are you doing now? Ah, okay. We're gonna do an adjustment layer, curves layer. We're just gonna drop down the highlights like halfway or more. Pretty much just gonna paint black. But we're just gonna take a nice soft brush. Drop, 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 drop. Nice soft brush, and we're just gonna paint down here. I'm just gonna fix this down here like that. There, that's better. I heard from Jared Klein that this is something you want to do with your images. It's really gonna sell that it is hitting the bottom, which he is correct. And this is super harsh. I would do this slowly. Look how much this shadow doesn't match up. Isn't that awesome? No, I don't want... No, I want the width to be 50%. Yeah, I want it to be like that. So I just want this big part to be the size of his shoe, like that. That looks better. He's not standing on anything, so we're probably going to fix that at some point in time. But for now, we'll deal with it. So I want elevated foot, sort of. Just because his foot is touching the ground a lot. And then it's going to fade in, which I believe is the whole point of this. Now I'm going to duplicate that again, but then I'm going to mask it. So it's pretty much just over here. I want to mask this one just a little bit. Like that. Then maybe set this to like 50% or so. Shadows. Big India top. I'm just gonna group all of this together and name this India. I don't know why that's in a... That was in here. Okay, so this is what we got going on so far, which is nice. So, you know, we might move him over just a little bit like that. And then move him over just compositionally. Just to tweak some things. What I should do, which I'll do right now. So we're going to link these layers together so they move at the same time. So we'll move that over. And then Little India, we'll just make him a little bit larger. And put him over like that. So we've got this composition of these two. Now, if we do that, we need something here and we need something here to combine everything together. Little India's a little too big. We're going to move him down back in this area. Okay. It's very difficult to design with a dog on your lap. Do not recommend. Okay, let's just add some selective color layers just because we're going to want to do this in the end. So we're just going to do it now. I like adding final adjustments early on. Let's add one of these teal and oranges and see how bad this looks. And the only reason I say it's going to look bad is because it's going to boost the oranges, which we kind of already did with the selective color. So maybe one of these make it pops will look nice. Let me get rid of this no, I want the selective color there. Let me actually go to the selective color and change the yellows. Because the yellows are going to affect his skin tone. So you can see it's super bright, super dark. I just really want to add a little bit of yellow and darkness to the skin tone. so it contrasts more. Yeah, I could put some images of him in here. I haven't decided how I want to make that look yet. I really wish you could cycle through these a lot easier than having to click on every single one like this. Real dark. Not as dark. We'll do that one. Why? Just because. Okay. Is there a Rookie of the Year logo? Jackie Robinson, Rookie of the Year logo. I know there's a plaque. There's a plaque you get, but I don't know if there's an actual logo. I could probably fake it. MLB Rookie of the Year logo. No, it's the Jackie Robinson Award. Take a look at, read an article on the logo. Oh, okay. So I know I have photos of Rookie of the Year logo awards, but I feel like if I plug in this hard drive, it's going to crash the stream. So we're not going to crash the stream. So we're not going to do that. Let's add some stats here. We'll add his, I want to add his name like this is a sports card though. Okay, here's all this cool stuff. Jonathan India, I want this. Let's actually just hop over to eBay. Because I like eBay. Look at these cool cards that we found. Jonathan India. So I'm just looking at, these are just going to show me how they sort of illustrate cards or have card names on here. So they usually have this nice cool little border they make for each thing. He's a prospect here. Here's his name. Jonathan India, third baseman, Reds logo. So we do need a Reds logo. So I wonder where I can get that. If only there was somewhere that had a Reds logo easy to find. I'm of course being sarcastic. I do not want the postseason. I want the regular season standings. I think I already downloaded the Reds logo because I used it in the what's his name? Joey Votto graphic. Boom, Reds logo. So we're gonna have to put this somewhere. Theoretically, I would put Jonathan India sort of here, or it would cover part of this with his name. I think it would look nice here with his stats. But they don't really put stats on the front of a baseball card. They do if it is like a Kaboom card. So we're not gonna steal what a Kaboom card looks like. So Kaboom card. So I can search Kaboom card, and these are what the Kabooms look like. I should have just searched eBay. It would have showed me what I wanted better. Kaboom sports card. They look like this. So I think doing something just text-wise like this, where it says Kaboom. Maybe it says rookie. Let's add the rookie card shield to that. I did that on an Obi card, so let's find that. Obi. There's a lot of Obi stuff on here. We could just make it say Kaboom, you know, steal that. I want to just make it say like Rookie of the Year. And maybe we have it going up the side. That might look okay. Obi card. Yeah, here's Just trying to make sure I open this file correctly and get it to open. Kaboom is also a cleaning product. Kaboom is also a fake company in Parks and Recreation. We'll toss a nice rookie card shield up here. Kind of like that. Just steal it from this other design. I'll probably just make it black. Let's just grab this sticker. Let's just grab my logo sticker and we'll toss it on here too. While we're at it, just stealing elements. The alias she set does not exist. I feel like this is huge and taking up a lot of real estate, so let's put it over here. But then it's covering that. No, we'll just put it down here. It'll be fine. It would look nice to have a nice ghosted Great American Ballpark back there, I think. See if Envato has anything. Great American Ballpark. GABP. Nope. Okay. Let's try Google. GABP. Google knows what that means. We're going to search for large images of Gap. See what comes up. And what kind of image of GABP do we want? So we're gonna mainly be able to see the left side of it because it's gonna be here. So we want something where we can see big predominant left side of it, or the reverse of it where you can see the city, kind of like this. This is of course pulling from Facebook, so like, of course this image is broken and doesn't exist. So that's what I'm just trying to be cognizant of. So like here are the stacks. So I'm going to save that. We're going to put those behind him. And we'll see how much that this screen thing affects it. I didn't mean to just only leave that there. I did want it here as well. Kind of like that. Okay, good. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put these fireworks. They can go behind that. So then if I take this with the stacks, actually the stacks would look awesome if I was able to blow them up and have them kind of go like this behind him, but on top of it like this, but on top of him like this, like this. We're gonna do that. Okay, these are gonna be a super pain to cut out, so let's see what this looks like. Now I know they're the best way to do this would probably actually to be use the pen tool because there's so many straight lines. We're going to edit the image first. See what that does. Whole lot of nothing. I'm going to clip all this stuff to that. We're going to get rid of all this blue because I don't want any of it. So we're going to add a color lookup of drop blues. Kind of like that. And we're going to go to adjustments, curves. We're going to find the dark point up here. Kind of like that, and then the light point, which would be like here. But I want the color lookup above it like that. Okay, so we're gonna combine all of this into one smart object. Now let's see how well select subject works. Yeah, absolute travesty back there. But we should have enough contrast for it to know what is in and inside and outside of these. Of course it doesn't, because, you know, that's the photo, and all this is going to blend together. So really you're just going to use a brush to figure it all out. It theoretically should be putting this line back in, which it is. Let me drop the contrast a little bit, and that will help. I don't think we're going to see that. I think we're really just going to see the stacks, and that's really all I want to show is the stacks. Because these are super famous. This is what is at Great American Ballpark. So we'll just paint this in. Just paint this in a tiny little tree. Would it be faster to use the pen tool? It might. Am I going to not do it for spite? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm not in a hurry. You guys in a hurry? That's what I thought. No, we're not. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna completely okay, I just like completely forgot how to use Photoshop there. I was hitting the wrong buttons completely, so. Chicago, bear with me on that one.
The Bears. The Bears.
So I'm gonna add to this, add this back in. I'm gonna remove this here. I'm gonna add this in. I wanna add that. Rank the NFL rookies thus far. Justin Fields 1. Justin Fields 2. Justin Fields 3. Mac Jones 4. Zach Wilson is dead last. Trevor Lawrence is in there somewhere. And Kadarius Toney is dead last in wide receivers. Is that what you want me to say? The issue is Mac Jones is on a much better team. They're just a better coached team than the Chicago Bears. So he's probably going to win. Oh no, Jamar Chase is going to win Rookie of the Year. Behind that, it would be Mac Jones. Mac Jones might be playing better than Fields just because he's in a better position and he actually has more reps under his belt. We'll see what happens when the Bears get Tevin Jenkins back. He was one of our rookie offensive linemen. We'll see when he gets back how much of an effect he has in the game in helping protect Fields. But if you just wanted me to say, you just wanted me to say that Justin Fields is the best quarterback ever, so I'll say that since that's all you wanted me to do. Was just say that Justin Fields is the best quarterback ever. Like, this is going to look terrible. I really should use the pen tool for this because it just would have been a lot cleaner. But we're not about that. Okay, that's fine. I know you want to unsub and sub just so you can hear that. I don't even know who Jay Cutler is. Again. Audio's lagging again. Gotta love that. What do you want? Watch? Nothing good. Up. Okay. This is like a thing, like, depending on what you want. There's a way I could have done this and it would have been so much better. Actually thinking about it right now. Just a little bit. So I think we might do it that way. Just sort of fake the funk on it. Fake the funk. Issue is, like, this is just like all the same color. So like it's really hard for Photoshop and me to determine what is actually supposed to be cut out and what's not. No, this is enthralling television. If you guys have any questions while I do this, so I can, like Garrett did, let me know. Clip clap. So here's the thing. I'm in a survivor pool, which Garrett knows about because I've talked about it. And the Browns are 10-point favorites against the Lions this week. So it's like, I want to bet that the Browns are going to win that game. But then if Baker's hurt, you know, they might beat the Browns. It wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world if they beat the Browns this week, just because of injuries. Like, I want to bet that they'll beat the Browns. The Vikings are unlucky. As a Bears fan, the Vikings are unlucky. Like, they're unlucky. I don't know. The Lions might beat the Bears on Thanksgiving. You know, who knows? I can say as an intelligent football person that the Vikings are unlucky. We got these smoke smash. So we have these smokestacks in the background. And I really just want these. So what I could have done... Use smart object via copy. We're going to take this. We're going to delete. We're going to disable the layer mask. We'll keep it just in case. We're going to delete. We're just going to set this to multiply. And we're just going to use a curves layer and make this white. Kind of like that. Before or after. Before or after. So they're in the background. And I can brighten these up. Get rid of some stuff back here. But get rid of that. They're just pure white and bright now. Which is pretty much what I wanted. And, you know, I can just get rid of some little spots over here. That's what I used to do to fake things when I wanted to put a car in a background, but it was on white. I would just do that and just super cheat. So let's mask this. Let's group this together and mask this out. Completely masked out. And then basically just hit right up here like this. And just hit the spots that aren't going to be covered. Then I literally only have to worry about that looking okay. And I can't group that together because then that happens. Let's go back into this original image. And what I think I want to do is sharpen these up. You know, I should just do something like artistic with these and just be like, you know, make these black and white or something. Take a regular
Radiant map.
You know, like that, and just like set them to multiply and then just like blow it up, you know. Just something like that. But I like them in color. They added a little bit of flair. I think what I want to do... I got rid of the... Let's go back. Okay. We got these. We're good. We got that. We're good. This. Group this together. Mask. Great. So now I can go to adjustments, take this. Do the same thing where we contract the layer and use the curves to boost this up a little bit. Add it to that, invert it so it's on the outside, and just give it a little bit of a thing. I'm just gonna give it a whole new layer. I'm just gonna paint with a brush of white. I'm just gonna paint around a lot of this, just to really make it seem like, oh, it's real bright behind there. And we'll just tweak the underline layer just a little bit like that. We'll do the same thing with this curves layer. We'll go like that. So then what we need to do is, it wouldn't be on his hair as much, so we need to go to the curves layer right here. Just kind of hit his hair a little bit. Hit his hair a little bit. And I'm doing this on this one, but I also need to do it down here because these are the same. And it should get rid of both of these. It's not though. Yeah, Garrett. I get what you're saying there. Got ourselves a regular Jackson Pollock here. Oh, I know what the issue is. So this is masked to that, which is fine, but I want it to not... Oh, come on. What are you doing, Brad? I don't want it to mask around his head. Like, if I get rid of this top head, this exists, and I don't like that. And that's from this. So I need to figure out, how do I get that back in? Where's this at? What layer is this on that is causing this to happen? It's on several different layers. It's like, where is it at? There's just so many layers where I've painted on. I don't even know which one it is anymore. You know? Like, it's definitely this. It's not that. It's not that. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. There. I want to do this. So then if I turn this back on, there's no white line. There. The white line's pretty much gone. So we got that going on. Put in the smokestacks finally. It took 6 years to do. Yeah, Sean, the hair was the hair at the beginning of this. We could not have complained about it more than we did, because it was just the worst, and it's still just the worst thing ever, and I still hate it. But we got to be closer together, knowing it was terrible and that we hated it more than anything. So let's put some more GABP photos in here. Something that doesn't have the smokestack. So like the left side of the field with snow. Like that would be weird. That's kind of, I want a sky like that though. I want it to have a nice mundane sky. Let's do this photo. I don't want to do that. So Sean, we tried a couple things. We did a channel selection. We did a select and mask, and then we just kind of like faked the funk and just told it to, we painted some areas out on purpose and then painted some of it back in. It was a whole cluster. It in no way, shape, or form was fun at all. That I can tell you. Let's attach that to this. This is below that layer, so we don't want that below this color layer. We want it on top of this color layer. This is the Great American Insurance Group building in the background, so we're gonna leave it in there because it's like who sponsors the stadium. So I really just want that, so that's good. The question is, we've got this big line here. What I want to do, let's do that first. Let's get rid of the blues. So I just like using the drop blues adjustment layer. Now I could probably go in and be a little bit better accurate and go to like the cyans or blues and just click a whole bunch up here. And then turn these to saturation, but then I can brighten them at the same time, which is kind of what I want to do. But really I just want to mask out like the whole sky. So I'm just going to use the polygonal lasso tool, and we're just going to draw these buildings in. I'm just going to fake this. Basically it has this really hard edge on it, I think probably from the effect I did. So it's going to be a nice little guide to be like, okay, let's be inside that. Let's be communists and Photoshop out the American flag. Maybe we can put our own American flag in there later. I don't know where this part of the building goes, you know. So I'm just guessing at like how this building is made and like where stuff goes on the building. Getting rid of these harsh shadows. Mainly just want the shape of the stadium. And the GABP, the GA Insurance Group building. Buildings are mostly just angles, so you can just go like this. But then you'll have like, oh, I don't know, a big dumb curve at the top like that. So we'll just do this. We'll fix that later. You can hit delete and go back to any point, by the way, if you didn't know that. Thank you, Discord, for telling me, or Nightbot for telling me once again, my Discord is not linked. If you want to go to my Discord and join my Discord, there is a link in the description of this photo. I do weekly videos on critiques. It's the big fun part of that. And you can chit chat with me all the time. All day, every day. Basically just trying to provide some immense value from that. Okay, hold on. I'm trying too hard. You can't even see this part of the building. We're just gonna go like this. Flap, enter, mask, go up here. Get a nice solid hard brush. The gaps between this, there's a couple things I could do. We'll see. What would you do, chat? Hello. Hello, not working. Thank you. Chat, how would you fix that nonsense? I know what I would do. Here's the thing. It's going to be on a white background. And this is a white arch. So having a white arch on a white background is pretty much just going to blend in. Garrett would give up. Garrett is going to then say the correct answer. I'm going to try and I'll use some sort of blend if, which is pretty much just going to give it this sort of tiny semblance that there's some architecture here. And I'm cutting this out terribly right now. I really don't care. What time is it? Okay, we're going to save that. We'll save this out. Delete the file. That is what I would do. I really like how this looks. Replace contents. So it looks like that. So I don't need to do anything really based on how it is. I can blow it up a little bit like this. I could also just do this and be like, check out these stadium seats and then just not care about the rest of it, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'll just do that instead. So theoretically delete the file. Just draw a nice straight line like that, but not really. Can't even tell, so suck it. There. You must have a nice little red accent over here of some seats with the true amount of Reds fans that attend games. The answer is 0. Some fans do attend games. They have like the lowest attendance in like the league. Ugh, yeah, so you just chop the entire top off. I would have used a blend if on it. If we're talking for real. And blended in dark areas, and it would have left a little bit of a fringe around it so you could still see it. Okay, where's that Reds logo? Put that right up here. Nice white Reds logo. Make it a little bit smaller. Basically gonna match the size of that rookie card thing. We'll open up Illustrator, some nice those kind of birds. Puffins? Puffins. Those puffins? Yeah, those puffins. Where are my bird experts? Where are my bird experts in chat? Alright, we'll keep the registered trademark in here just to be nice people. I think it technically needs that black on it, so I'm gonna leave it in there even though I don't really like it. Just because. And I want this to be below the shines. When it shines on top of it, good. It's part of it. Okay. Got a lot going on here, which is super fun. Let's take these smokestacks. No, the smoke stacks. Smokestacks. And he's very confused as to why I'm making these noises. Reds. So to boost the red, you decrease the cyan. So I like to decrease the cyan and add black to it, and it deepens the color up a heck of a lot. Okay, so that's good. So now we need his name somewhere. We're probably going to put it in this corner, and we're probably going to get rid of my logo sticker, which is completely fine. So, how do we want his name? I kind of want to emulate what the Kaboom looks like. I just think that'd be cool. So what does that look like? So it looks like that. Real cartoony. Put together. A little thing at the top. Big border. Got Illustrator open still, right? Alright, let's go into Illustrator. Make a new document. So we're just going to do Rookie of the Year. Does anyone have a cartoony font that looks like that off the top of their head? Would be kind of helpful. Hey, look, MLB Reds. Look at that. All right, so I should be able to filter. I want a thick font. Technically sans serif. I don't want it to have. I want it to have low contrast. Damn it, Comic Sans. Of course, that would be a question. Asphalt isn't terrible. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's... Hold on. Cool. Oh, in Illustrator. I'm in Illustrator. You can go in here, you can click on this funnel, and you can filter fonts. So we're looking at sans serif heavy fonts with low contrast. I can also... There's a bunch of stuff in here. You know, I don't really care about the X height, so I'm not going to check that. I think it would be more of a decorative font. Not a decorative font. Not a script. It wouldn't be handwritten. Here's Comic Sans for you. Yeah, this is super nice. They added this a while ago, actually. This isn't too bad. That's just Gil Sans right there. That's all that looks like. This one's not bad. It's just too fat. Do I have asphalt condensed? Is that fonts.adobe.com? Asphalt. Search asphalt. Wow. All fonts. You can actually do this. I don't know if you guys ever look at Adobe fonts, but it's the greatest thing. I want a funky font, and I want to use the text ROTY. And I really want a sans serif font. Actually, I kind of want a marker font. Big fat marker font. Doesn't need to be sans serif, but that's the only fat marker font. Like this. Boom. Blambot. We're going to use that. Really like a comic booky font. We'll just activate that. That'll pop up in a second. Not going to filter anything anymore. Just going to type in 3 fonts were activated. Blambot. Okay, great. So we're going to combine these together a little bit like this. And hope people can recognize that this says Rookie of the Year. That's the issue. Should I put dots in there to separate it? So it's R.O.T. Otherwise, it's going to look like this. We'll duplicate it so we can play around with it. Let's take a look at this card again. So there's no distinction between the fonts. So we'll do that. I mean, that looks really, hold on. I gotta outline, go up here, delete that. Let's just take this and merge it all together. So this is the reds. Just gonna use a nice red font. You can go like this. But the Kaboom actually has some sort of like thing in here that's a different color. We'll add that. We'll just add a little bit of a yellow orange, something like that. Copy that on top. Copy that on top. Copy that on top. There we go. Make it more faint. Let's make it like 50%. 75%. Then we'll take this and we'll give it a big old fat border. Nice big fat border on the outside. It's white right now. There. Come on. Big old fat outline. That looks kind of like that. Pretty much copying it exactly, but it's fine. It's what I said I was going to do. We're going to put it behind Little India, and we're going to paste it as one big smart object. God, that would look good right here, wouldn't it? Rookie of the Year. Just put Rookie of the Year right here. How big or how small do we want this to be? You know, giant. Can make it say Rookie, that might be better. Oh, I know what I was going to do originally. Originally, I was going to rotate it like this. Scale it down. And put it right here. You know, going up like this. Maybe we have it in on the inside like that, and we move the logo down here. You know? You think we should change the text? What color should we make this text? Just because there's zero contrast right now where it is. Let's put it like right there. Let's put this logo back up in the corner. Whoops. The logo's back up in the corner. Yellow's probably good. Probably your best bet. Let me take a look at something real quick. This is Obi's Kaboom card. So it's got a little bit of an outline on this one as well. So we'll give this an outline in here. Let's give this a stroke on the outside that is this color. And let's make it like 15, like 10. Let's make it like 5. A little bit of an outline, but we'll go in here and we'll tweak this. You don't know if you're feeling this font. I get you. It matches a lot of sort of what the Kaboom is. Now the Kaboom is a lot tighter. So I get what you're saying. We can find a different font. We're not we're not married to this font. So we don't want handwritten. We don't want marker. We want something that's kind of funky. Yeah, I guess it does need some contrast. We'll look in here. Okay, hold on. We want to look at sans serif fonts then. There's only 2 in here that are funky. I'm trying to look. Because really what we should just do is we should just take a font like this and just manipulate it however we want. So let's go to here. Let's type in Rookie of the Year. And I'm literally going to... I'm not going to choose Din, but I'm going to choose something like Din. Okay, thanks. There we go. Hold on. Let me pop this up because these should be changing. These things up here should be changing, but they are not. Refresh. So really you just want to use like a standard, just like a font. Like this looks terrible. Let's use that font instead. I really want that. I really just want an R that looks nice. Arial. Arial. Hello, Arial. I don't want that. The thing with the Kaboom is it's pretty custom. Hello, hello. I'm gonna put it right here. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna deal with it because I have some edits I need to make on something. I haven't done them yet. And I kind of need to do that. Let's do this, but let's find my gradient and make it not dumb black and white. Let's like... This is what I hate about the color picker. Like... My colors are gone because you made them gone. Hello, CMYK. I would like yellow, but it's only on this one. Thanks. Like, that's why I hate the gradient tool on here. So this is what I end up doing. Just make a box, make it the color I want. Swatches. Of course, my swatches are non-existent. Default swatches, art and illustration. Great. I want this to be yellow. And then I want this one to be orange. I want this and this. So I'm gonna take it like that, go to my gradient. Then I can go here, add yellow to my gradient, and then go here and add orange to my gradient, and then this is going to be the one that actually has the gradient, but it's on the outside, not the inside, which is dumb. So now I have to take this and go like that, and then go like this in the front, and then do a stupid workaround like that. Then I need to give it its nice big stroke again around the outside. And I said black, but it's not black because that's not how this works. That's not how Illustrator works. Yes. So go back here. So then it's just gonna look like that. Like that's not bad. You know what it's missing? It's missing a kablamo. You know, like if it said Rookie of the Year with some blasts or a big starburst down here, I think that might look better. And that's the whole point of the Kaboom card. Is that's how it looks. And actually what I would do is kind of make these jagged. I think I might just make the stroke of this red. You know, kind of like that. And then maybe make the inside of this just white. Just, again, like that gradient I just got rid of, the default gradient. I probably would make it that. but take this part of the gradient and make it like nothing. So let's do HSB. So I can just boost the brightness up a lot. And this is 100%. That's good. And then just go like that. Save. Go back. Go back. Yes. I would like to do whatever you just said. I don't know. It's not great. It's there though. The alias of this command is off. Just put Rookie of the Year right there. Who cares? It covers up the hair that we hate, so that's good. So let's add his name to this. My computer is freaking out right now. Let's get rid of this. You guys help me figure out, what do you want? What do you think I should add to this? I'm going to see if I can do these the edits for this stuff real quick while you guys chit chat, and then we can still stay on this. So talk amongst yourselves while I do some of these quick edits. When I mean quick, I mean not quick, because my computer is going to lag like crazy. How do you think I should do the real question is how should I do his name? Should I put like a default thing on there that you would see from like on a card? I know that might not make any sense. Wow, music just sounds beautiful right now. Okay, you like the font better that it's white. Good. I'm glad to hear that. So we're gonna save this. Oh, let me get rid of this force quick because you guys don't care about that. Yeah, I gotta do the... see something real quick. Did that. Okay. Actually isn't going to take terribly long to do, which is nice. I know I'm completely overloading my computer right now and I love it. It's great. Where are you guys at? There you are. Oops. This Photoshop. There we go. Everything's back to normal. I should just use my I will return who's a what's it, but I really don't want to. Okay. Go here. That. Get rid of that. Right. That's correct though. Just do. Actually almost done doing what I was going to do, guys, so thank you for bearing with me on this. I would show you what I'm doing, but I don't think I'm allowed, so... I didn't realize they were going to want edits done in the next 15 minutes. I'm going to put this in one of my cases, so that's going to look cool. So I'm going to pull that up. We could do a back to this design, which we might do. Which we can do. Just bear with me. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bearing with me. My knee kills right now because of this dog. This dog only weighs 10 pounds, but it's a pain. You guys aren't giving me suggestions for what to do. Toss them in that chat. Who should I pick this week in the Survivor pool? Convince me to take someone that isn't, like I want to pick the Life or Death. You have to sing a song word for word. If you can't get you get a single word wrong, you're done. Which song do you choose? I mean, I could say like Mary Had a Little Lamb or something stupid like that, but the easy answer would be Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog. That would probably be it. That is my go-to karaoke song. That song slaps. There's actually probably a video of me somewhere singing that. No, I don't think there's a video of me singing that online. That was my song at my wedding. That was the song my mom and I danced to, was Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog. Actually, it was Rainbow Connection by Jane Monheit, who is a jazz singer. She's pretty great. It was that. Alright, I'm almost done. I'm not lying either, I'm actually almost done. Basically just need a taste of this. I'm trying to think of other songs that I have memorized. Yeah, Google Jane Monheit and Rainbow Connection. It's a great song. Let me export these. No, I usually sing Rainbow Connection like Kermit the Frog, though. Thanks, D's Edits. I don't have that broken, or I would totally hit that right now. I somehow broke it. I moved that file for That's Fire, Bro, and I don't know where it is. So I gotta figure out where that is. Okay, we're almost done. Give me a sec. Quit out of that. Hey, it updated the last person to subscribe. That's fun. Okay, we're back. All right. So this Rookie of the Year layer, where's that at? Smart Object. Rookie of the Year. Do we want this to like... I don't know if we want it to go off the edge like that, or if we want it to not do that, but maybe we do. Maybe we go like that and just kind of nestle it right there. Bueno. Did those already upload in like 4 seconds? Yes, they did. Okay. Let's add his name now. Drop this down just a little bit. Nope. Where do we want this? I don't know where we want this. I mean, really, we can put it here and we can just move him. That's gonna mess up all of those. Okay, let's go. To this little India right here. I don't want to duplicate the layer. I want to make a new smart object be a copy. Delete this layer mask. Go into this. Go into this. Delete the layer mask. Probably just want this baseball. Yeah, this is what I want. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous baseball. Gorgeous. Exactly what I wanted. Yeah, perfect. Except I want the blur gallery. The blur gallery doesn't even look like it's applied, which it isn't because it's that. So I want to delete the filter mask. There. That's better. Now he's actually swinging at something. So let's get the text going. Just put it right here. India. What is this? This is the font the Packers use. Choose something different. I like how that looks though. Someone give me a font. What font do you want me to make his name? Other than this font here, because it's actually kind of nice. So we can put Jonathan India. Underneath it, third base. Is it baseman or baseman? The baseman or basemans? Look how I spelled third. I spelled it wrong, but it still totally says third. I kind of want to keep it like that because it's hilarious. Jonathan. How does he spell Jonathan? Jonathan India. All A's. All A's, no H. Okay, I have you guys here. There we go. Oh, this song goes hard is what you said. Yeah, I totally could have just taken this hair and put it on there. Oh well. Okay. I don't want to use Cairo Sans. Let's use an Adobe font. Sans serif still. Things similar. Yeah, Acumen's not bad. They have an Acumen condensed. Usually I just search condensed. I just go in here and I just go, hi, give me a condensed font, please. And I just type in condensed. And it gives me fonts to choose from. I still have Ford on here. These are a font called Antenna. You guys have any suggestions for a font that you guys like? Something you guys have been using that not a lot of people are? I do like this. No, this is the font I should have used for Rookie of the Year. No, should not have. Oh, it's gone. Condensed black. Obviously. You want me to... Obviously, I should use obviously. Armada. We could sit here for like an hour trying to figure out what font we want to use. Was it compressed? What else do I have what compressed font do I have? Apotec doesn't look too bad. I mean, I'm going to use Cairo Sans just because it has different options. So I lied. So we're going to do this. Jonathan India, third baseman. Make this medium italic. Let's give this a little bit of 0. Let's zhuzh this up a little bit. Ah, my knees. My knees are wrecked. Okay, so we're gonna put third baseman on top of this, which is white, so that's good. I'm gonna put it at the end of this, theoretically. Let's see, do we want to give this some sort of bevel and emboss to make it seem like it's beveled and embossed? Let's give it an inner bevel. I don't know why I have these selected as of now. Must have been doing something. Or would it be an outer bevel? Give it an outer bevel, 130, 45, Set this to screen. I want it to be up. That's my problem. And actually, I don't think I want it that. I think I want like a... I do want it a bit of a cone. What happens if these are both set to screen at 100% with that? Okay, let's make this not black though. Let's make it really dark, but not black. Like that. This gives it a little bit of something going on there. Theoretically, India wouldn't be this giant just because they need somewhere for his name needs, they need to make it match all of the cards. So I'll make India a little bit smaller. We can't really see it though. Yeah, move layer. Here, this is how you move a layer. I think it would look better if it was like this. This would be more like what a sports card would have on it. Let's just drop this down to like the very bottom. Like that, which is fine. We just need to copy this and put it underneath all of this. And just boost it up like that. I hate that. It's like the worst thing ever is when it does that and you don't want it to. Just do like bold italic. That's better. Jonathan, India. Third baseman. We're going to take this and we're going to flip it so it's upside down so it actually has some contrast. We're going to make it actually impede into the bottom one. We're probably going to make this white. Kind of like that. That looks good. Got a weird bevel on it, but that's fine. Got India here. We're going to make this just black text. Jonathan, India. Third baseman. This would probably theoretically have some stupid drop shadow on it. So we'll give it a horrendous drop shadow. His name is huge. Like, this is just... I hate that completely. So his name would be slightly bigger. Let's do medium italic and just make it, like, a little bit bigger. Just put it smack dab in the middle like that. Still looks weird. I think I know why it looks weird. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna have this just at the top. So we're gonna put Jonathan right there, and then we're gonna duplicate this, and we're gonna make it larger. Like that, and we're gonna make it red. We're gonna have it say Jonathan, and then we're gonna have it say India, and a different whole other who's a what's it. You go back, delete the part that says India, take this part, toss it back here, like this. Maybe make this a little smaller. Theoretically, this would span the whole bottom. Copy this over. Copy this over. Paste. Should paste the correct font, which it did. It's just aligned that way. We need to align it this way. Jonathan, India. I kind of want to take these and drag it over a bunch like this. It's because you would need to fit other last names in there. Like, you would need to fit like Torkelton in there. Or Spencer Torkelton. I think we'll just go like this. I think we'll take this second one. Is that the top one? Yeah, okay. We'll give this a little bit of a gradient overlay. Maybe we just make it black and white. Yeah, I was very confused as to what was happening there. Like, why was that a thing? So we'll make this like kind of that color, and make this like kind of this color. No, I've never printed off any of these cards, to be honest. Some of them would be cool to print, but I just haven't looked at it. I would probably try and find some local company. I would just try and find a print shop locally that would do it for me, essentially. Jonathan India, third baseman. We could probably bump Little India up now. Like, we could probably do that just a little bit so it's not covering up as much. I think this needs to be a little bit thicker. We'll do the same medium italic. I'll move it over. I'm going to give this a gradient map. Gradient map overlay. Not a gradient map, but a
Gradient
overlay.
map.
Sneeze there for a sec. Keep thinking I'm talking about the country India. His name's Jonathan India. Pretty sure he went to Florida. I remember watching him play baseball when he was in the College World Series. Text. What happens if I put this up here? Dude, is that what we want to do? We just want to move this up so then we can move Little India back down? See, but if this was like a real sports card, this would be like super far down like this. And then the Cincinnati logo. This Cincinnati logo would be down here. So we're going to put this back down here. This actually looks more like a Topps card now. Then I can take this Rookie of the Year and I can bump it up into this corner and make it huge. And let's actually put it behind this India, which breaks everything. That was expected. I want to just put them behind this. Like that. Like, that looks cool. It's ruining the smokestacks, but we can take the smokestacks and we can just kind of move them. I can just get rid of these. Do we need the smokestacks? I don't think we need them. We can get rid of them. Just take Big India. Oh, come on. You guys are supposed to be all linked together. And just do this. I think that's the play. Make it a little bit bigger. Drop them down a little bit. I think that's it. Oops. I don't want to sort by text. We got to fix this guy now. What layer is this called? GBP. Okay, let me delete this layer mask now. Actually, disable the layer mask completely. So I want to keep this corner down here. So I'm going to make sure that the corner is available in both. Okay, so I do want this on. But I want it to look like that. So let's do what I would have done before. Just zoom in here and just this layer, anything that is dark, blend in. Kind of like that. Great. Then I duplicate that, put it beneath it, get rid of the blend if completely. Like that, and then just mask this. Nope. Mask out the top part of this one. That is what I would do to make it hollow. Now, does it look hollow? Kind of. Does it look hollow how we want it to? Not really. See what I mean? So then we can take this blend diff and we can just adjust it so it looks a little bit better. Now what we might actually want to do is just invert it and set it to multiply. And then take away all of these. Because what that's going to do is it's going to give us a nice big black thing up there instead. And then we can blend diff this layer of anything that's not dark. So it looks like that. And then we can put it behind it. So then it looks like that. That doesn't look too bad. But maybe we give this a little bit of a gradient map on top of it. A gradient map that's on top of it.
Gradient map.
And then set it to like that. There. That is what I would do. Of course, I need to take this and then select, modify, contract like 1 pixel. I don't know. I group all these together and just do that. And take this and then group this together and then mask it all to that. There. Jonathan India, Rookie of the Year. These don't match up as much. Where's Big India at? So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go in here, which is a smart object, and we're gonna give it just a little bit of a selective color. Boost, boost, save, go back. Darkens it up a little bit. Save. Let's move Little India up. Kind of like that. And then really what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to move these up now. So he has more room. But that messes up a whole bunch of stuff we did. Mainly this. Let me delete this layer mask. Okay. We just gotta go like this, right? And then we take our... Take one of these light brushes. Oh, okay. That was real weird. And then we just go in. We want to make sure the dynamics of the brush are the same that we had, which they're not, which is fine. And then basically, I don't know, set it to 30% and just go like this. There. That should do it. It'll catch up eventually with what I told it to do. I'm crazy about the text in the bottom right hand corner, but that's okay. I'm gonna hit save. It's gonna save after it's done hitting all of these buttons. So we'll take this, do a couple little manipulations with it, and then we'll toss it in one of my couple of my mock-up packs. And then I think we will be done. Just making sure nothing else is needed. Great. Oh, we do it? Okay, we saved. Good. Great. Grand. Let me just, hop on eBay and look at sports cards. See how much these cards sold for. Man. There's a signed Obi card I was looking for. It went for like $15. It's nothing. That's nothing. Okay, I'm going to turn color dynamics off, and I want to paint with that. Okay. I think that's solid. So let's go to Ridge, just because I have these right here. These aren't my 3D ones, so that's not going to help us. Desktop 3D BJD. I don't know where they are on my computer. They're somewhere. They're somewhere on my computer. 3D. Oh, they're under my assets folder. Of course they are. It's a smart spot for them to be. Okay, so let's. Do we want to design a back? Where are you guys at? You're right here. Okay, good. I found you guys. Get rid of all of this. So we'll open up this PSD, which is my one-touch front. We'll go here. We'll save this. We will save this out as a ping file. Which is going to take 8 years, apparently, as you guys can see. Okay, we got this. We're just going to double-click this guy. All we have to do then is take our ping file, drop it in there. It's the same ratio. Save, go back. We got that, so that's good. Let's go to the background now. I don't know. What did I say? Oh, it's a ping file. Yeah. We've already had this conversation, Garrett. You're gonna lose. It's ping. It's a ping file. Remember how we talked to the guy who invented the ping file and he said it's pronounced ping? Do you not remember that conversation we had? We can have it again and you can argue it. You could try, but you would be unsuccessful. I'm just making a quick little background here. Nothing too crazy. Camera raw. FX. Vignette. Grain. Actually, I want to group it here. Do that. No, man. The guy who invented the ping file said it is ping. He said he was happy that people were talking about it in general. So here you go. Rookie of the Year, Jonathan India, third baseman. In the file. That looks cool. Do we want it to contrast more? Or do we think red is fine? I think the red is fine. You know, maybe we make it black. It'll just pop a little bit better if it's black. So it can look like that or this. I think this pops a little bit better, so we'll save it out as that. But there it is. Jonathan India baseball card. Rookie of the Year. Little kaboom in there. Got some of my assets going on. I think it looks pretty sweet. I hope you guys do too. What do you guys think? Let me save this out as a ping file now. Just click. Save out as a ping. Boom. Ping file. Well, I think that does it for me. Thank you guys for joining me for another awesome stream. Let's hop over here. Boom. Look, just my camera. That's fun. Thank you guys for joining. Stay tuned Thursday at 5:30. We're going to do a designer duel with Cal So Scoped. I'm assuming that's how you say the name. Could be doing it completely wrong. But 5:30 Thursday. It's Eastern time. We're going to be doing that. Should be pretty fun doing a Darnell Mooney design. Thank you guys for joining me here today for this little bit extended. You know, usually I go 90 minutes. We're over 2 hours here, so that's nice. 2.5 hours roughly, so that's pretty cool. I think we got a pretty nice final product here that I will find and post online. But I will see you guys Thursday. If you guys haven't, check out my Discord. I posted it in the it's in the description of this video, so take a look at that and let me know what you guys think. But I will see you guys Thursday at 5:30. You guys take care and have a nice, lovely